Hello, everybody. It's the Film Optimist, and today I'm talking about Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Now, here's a musical given to us by the man himself, Joss Whedon, or how the nerds affectionately refer to him, God. I don't think they, not anymore, but I don't think they ever did. Such a touching tale of tragedy. Neil Patrick Harris is amazing as Dr. Horrible, and Nathan Fillion fits the asshole superhero role perfectly. I love the songs, I love the film, and hell, I love Joss Whedon. Again, not anymore. I didn't talk about the film at all. I mean, what the fuck? Remember when people loved Joss Whedon? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He did the Avengers. He wrote the Avengers. What's the other one? Fire. Fuck. What is it called? Yeah, Firefly. It's actually a mini series, but I usually count a mini series as a film because they usually release it in its entirety anyway. So the story, the show tells the story of Doctor Horrible, played by Neil Patrick Harris, an aspiring supervillain, Captain Hammer, his super heroic nemesis, played by Nathan Fillion, and Penny, Felicia Day, a charity worker and their shared love interest. The series is written by writer-director Joss Whedon, his brothers Zach Whedon and Jed Whedon, and writer-actress Marissa Tankerin. They wrote the musical during the 2007 to 2008 Writers Guild of America strike. This is one of the best things to come out of that strike. I mean, the strike ruined Heroes. One of the potentially best shows that could have been what could have been, you know. But yeah, this was the third, right? This is the third movie of our epic night together, me and my friend. Yeah, we saw Goon, then Jingle All the Way was my choice. Then he chose Dr. Horrible Sing Along Vlog. They were finally watching this because you haven't seen it. And I'm a theater kid at heart. I wasn't in theater. I did plan the high school talent show in what was supposed to be my senior year. And I planned it, and then they fucking made me audition for it anyway, which I guess makes sense. They don't know what I can do, and then they try to tell me like because I was nervous. I don't sing in front of people a lot, and I did Your Favorite Martian's zombie girlfriend or some shit. The fuck whatever it's called. Zombie love song, and super nervous. And afterwards, she was like, "Maybe you should do a poem instead." And I was like, "A poem?" She's like, "Yeah, you just write a poem and read it on stage." I was like, "I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that." And later on, I was like, "Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I want to sing." And that's not the song that I'm doing for the talent show. That's just the song I was auditioning with. Poor choice on my part to even use that as a choice for people to vote on. Like, there's a whole voting process all year long where people could pick what song I was going to audition with and what song I was going to sing. songs in this are really good. My Freeze Ray is really good, and Everything You Ever is really good too. Um, I mean, they're all really pretty good, but so oh, his name is Billy as well. Yeah, his real name's Billy, and he wants to rule the world. Simon Helberg as Moist. That's funny. No one takes him seriously. He has a blog. He's a supervillain with a blog. No, nobody takes him seriously. Especially Captain Hammer. Dude does not take him seriously. Can you chill the fuck out, bro? His first song, My Freeze Ray, is really funny. Um, a lot of the songs are fucking hilarious, but he it's all about how he's gonna create this freeze ray. It's not a ice beam. He keeps saying he's not like Johnny Snow, this other supervillain. It's gonna freeze like time or some shit. And you could you shut the fuck up, dude? I'm 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 doing a review. Cats are so fucking inconsiderate. So my freeze ray could freeze time, but this also sets up um, his love for Penny, his neighbor, I guess. And they barely talk because he's very nervous. From the laundromat, he goes to the laundromat and he sees her every day. He goes to the laundry and he's like, "Shit." Um, as the musical goes on, he gets closer with her. He tries to act all cool and shit. They get closer. And then so he goes down. I'm about to spoil it now. I was gonna sing, but it's way too early when I'm recording this. I'm tired as fuck. Okay. So they shoot the freeze ray on Captain Hammer, cutting his song short. Dr. Horrible taunts the shocked crowd and declares that they cannot recognize the Hammer's disguise as slipping, and he reveals a second, more lethal laser gun, his completed Death Ray. At last, Horrible aims the lethal weapon at the frozen form of Captain Hammer, but hesitates. At that moment, the freeze ray unexpectedly fails, and a suddenly revived Hammer punches Horrible across the room. The Death Ray falls from his hands, damaging it. Hammer then picks up the Death Ray, turns it on Horrible, and triumphantly completes the final note of his prior song. However, ignoring Dr. Horrible's warnings, Hammer pulls the trigger and the damaged Death Ray misfires. The weapon explodes in Hammer's hands, injuring him and causing him pain, apparently for the first time in his life. He flees, a wailing wreck, asking for someone maternal. Dr. Horrible realizes suddenly that he has succeeded in vanquishing his nemesis, but still having not committed the murder required by the League. The League, what is it, the League of Evil Villains or some shit? Are they just called the League? They're just called the League. Okay. They require him to commit a murder so he can join as a villain. Unfortunately, he discovers Penny slumped against a wall, impaled by shrapnel from the exploding weapon. Tragically, she dies in Horrible's arms, deliriously reassuring him that Captain Hammer will save them. It's a huge fucking shock, and then starts And the everything you ever, and like he's just walking and just like shocked, but he's got everything he ever wanted except her. Fucking genius. Chills is really good. Um, Now the nightmare is real, and in working to make the whole world know that he won't feel a thing. He completes the line. He's like that he won't feel, and then he goes a thing, and it goes back to him as a blog out of costume as Billy with like just tear like bloodshot eyes. They're just like he'd been crying a lot, staring into the camera. It's so good because the ending can mean so many things to many people. Like, of course, he's not good. He's not. He does not have everything he ever wanted because Penny was everything he ever wanted. He was willing to not be a villain anymore for her. Like she brought the good in him. With her dead now, like that's all he has left. But it could also be taken as like with him out of costume on the blog. Maybe he's like confessing or whatever. I don't know. And what's his name is fucked. Captain Hammer is on a psychiatric couch sobbing to his therapist. Like Jesus, that's really funny. Um, they were gonna make a sequel. Um, but yeah, that's a Dr. Horrible sing along blog. You guys have a good one and take care.